Good morning, fellow traders. Bubblehead here, and it's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Monday, February 10th, 2020. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and looking forward to a great week this week. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Let's check and see where we left off in the market last week. So here's the weekly chart on the SPX, and you can see we held this support level right here and had a gap up and a go last week that pushed all the way to all-time highs, left a little bit of an upper shadow, but we'll take a look and see how the S&P futures are behaving today. So again, what happened last week, once we hit those all-time highs, we shifted our trend lines, right? Fresh trend line. So trend continues to remain upward. It looks like we're in the middle of a channel too, so a little bit of room. I think we're up to like 3,400, the top of the channel, then we may come back and retest the trend line down here, but we'll see how the price action is. There's some open gaps below here and here, right, as well as some closing gaps too. So I do like how the trend line held the 50-day moving average, so that's always an interesting cluster confluence zone. So we'll see how that carries into this week, if that this bullishness continues, right? And we are bullish until proven otherwise, until we break down below the trend line and get confirmation and then continue our way down. Again, it's very interesting to hear that we're by the cloud. So let's see, even if we get below it, that might be some good support. So bears, sorry, we're still continuing to work our way up. So let's take a look here at the S&P futures and see how that's looking this morning. Okay, so we're a little bit flat this morning, but up a point. Again, last night's trend line is interesting. So we go from here to here, right? There's your low. There's this, right? So we got kind of this triangle pattern working right here. So we'll see what kind of action we get this week. There's a lot of earnings coming up this week. Of course, any new news about the coronavirus and of course any tweets that come out could affect the market. So we'll see what what happens from here. Again, the impeachment process is over, so we could be getting back to business as normal, which business as normal is high volatility a lot of times. So we'll see what kind of action we get going in today. Again, you could tighten this triangle if you really wanted to right here, but again, this is the macro downward trend line right here since the 7th. So we'll see what kind of continuation we get in today. So in other news, we have some upgrades and downgrades, and let's take a look and see what we have going on here. So Goose was like double downgraded today. I think, well, not double downgraded. Wells Fargo double downgraded, I believe. WW, we'll look at that in a second, but Goose had a couple different downgrades today, including, I believe, Goldman Sachs. So keep an eye on this one today. It could be interesting. Uber has been pretty hot, right? It had earnings last week, right? It's got a couple upgrades this morning, so let's see if that gets any strength into the open. Tesla had a interesting report that Google might be buying them. I don't know why they'd be buying them here at $800, but it's probably just a rumor. But it's gapping up nicely here on it, so it's up already to 808. So just about 50 points, over almost 60 points. So pretty impressive stuff right here. So we'll see if that gets any continuation in the open. Again, Tesla. So good stuff there. ICE got an upgrade this morning as well. It's not really moving too much pre-market, but this one got beat up after the eBay news and then earnings, and so let's see if it's time for a reversal for it. I'm sure the analysts there have some hope in that one for whatever reason. LB Brands that had some news too about potentially finishing their sale. Whatever their brand is, and then what is it, Victoria's Secret, whatever it is. FedEx has been interesting for sure. They talked about optimization and got a pretty random boost on Friday, but it was still there, and it's got a little bit of I think it even got like an upgrade this morning. So definitely keep an eye on FedEx here. Lilly downgrade this morning. Look how far it is down there. It's down at 140. It's back from the low from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days ago. So keep an eye on that one. WWE. I believe this one got a downgrade too, although there's talks about Amazon buying it. And then last now. ServiceNow, no news this morning, but I believe it was down slightly pre-market. So one to keep an eye on right here. So there we go. So that's some interesting one to keep an eye on for the 15 orb list for Monday. And I hope everybody has a great rest of your day. And remember your risk first, and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you soon.